Hello, my name is pessimisticCoward, whatever the opposite of optimistic duelist would be, and I'm making a video, and as you can tell probably from the title, it's going to be about why Lord English is really, really scary in Homestuck. Now, I'm making this video because like a little while back, here, let me flip this. Wow, look. What do I mean a little while back? Last night, I had this fucking dream where I made a video like this. Which is weird, because I would typically never think to make a video like this. But now I am, because I thought it'd be funny, and also, I want to, like, have something recorded where I talk about this thing. Alright. So let's start off. So, this is obviously going to be considered fanon, you know? So, to anyone who, you know, was going to write, like, oh, well, this isn't confirmed, yada yada yada, shut up. Shut up, you little prick. Huh? Huh? You think you own me? Huh? Think you can fuck with me? Alright, so, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so, Lord English, right? It's been confirmed in the commentary. Let me flip again. Let's flip. Let's just flip occasionally. Alright, so it's been confirmed in the Homestuck commentary that the more villainous whatever the character is, the more meta they are, like in the story. So like Jack Noir, when he's first introduced, or well, not first introduced, but like when the beta kids Jack Noir is first introduced, you see Andrew's like hands typing Spade Slick, and that's like being meta, you know, and that's confirmed in the commentary, like that was on purpose because it's showing what I just said. So the biggest baddie is Lord English. He's the whole, you know, he's the biggest bad. And yet all we really see him do is scream, honk, be buffed out, and kill a bunch of dead people. That's it. That's really it. So, like, at first glance, you're sort of like, well, what a fucking brain-dead motherfucker, you know? What the hell am I looking at? At least I was at first. I mean, I thought it was cool, but at the same time, I was like, really? Like, this man is acting like a child throwing a tantrum, and then it turned out he was. Or so we thought. Dun 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 dun! Alright, here's my thing. Remember, like, the fucking first couple of things where Lord English was like, how could you run from me if I'm already here? And then that was like his whole deal, you know, where he's like, I'm already here, yada yada yada. A bunch of fucking people originally thought that was because of like Lil Cal, you know, because it was shown that, you know, his soul was in there. I thought that at first too. No. That's not what it is. You wanna know what it is? Let me show you. Imagine, here, I drew this up. Imagine there's a knight, right? And this, you know, there's a, ooh, fuck no. Don't get rid of that. So let's imagine there's a knight. And this knight, you know, it's a fairy, you're reading a book, like a little children's book. And the knight's got his sword, and the sword isn't like anything magical. It's just, you know, a sword. But in the story, he's gonna kill a fucking dragon, right? So in the end of the little storybook, he does that. He kills the fucking dragon. He goes, and he kills him, and the dragon's dead. Yeah, there it goes. It's dead. And that's it. You know, no matter how many times you read the book, this knight is gonna use this stupid sword that really, it doesn't have any properties to it, to kill the dragon. Every time. You're not gonna, like, reread it and then be like, you know what, actually, I don't want that to happen. You can't do that, you know? You can write fan fiction, I guess, but, like, it's not canon. Still, when you read the book, that's what's gonna happen. So, imagine if the dragon knew that. Imagine if the dragon fucking understood that it's in a story, and that no matter what you do, it's going to do destruction until the final point where the knight is going to kill it with a sword. That is what Lord English is. Lord English is the dragon in this story, and he fucking knows that you can't stop him until the knight, sorry, wrong knight, until the knight gets his dumb little fucking sword. Let's draw him a little sword here. Whatever the, oh wait, I already have one. I'm stupid. So he gets his sword, right? And he's like, alright, you know, he's gonna do it at some point. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Lord English understands that. And that's why he says, I'm already here. When you're reading the beginning of Homestuck, and, you know, John's, you know, diddle-daddling and masturbating in his room, you know, with shit. If you were to skip a bunch of pages, you'd see Lord English doing shit, killing ghosts and stuff. You can't stop him because it's a story. You're just reading a story that's pre-written. He fucking gets that. He knows that. He gets it. And not just because he's a Lord of Time, you know. That's still part of the story, you know. You can consider his god tier like formalities, you know, like just a title basically. In reality, he understands what paradox space is. And paradox space is Homestuck. Originally, paradox space was a coined term by the characters in the story, trying to understand the events, right? So, you know, when they have that sword, whatever, Caldebrich, whatever the fuck it was called, they were like, oh, it's a glitch in paradox space, and it's the only thing that can kill Lord English. What they're actually, they're like close to figuring out what actually they're talking about, but they're still in the story, and still like part of the narrative in a way that they can't really understand what they're talking about. Like, they can't understand the nuances. So, in reality, that sword, the one Dave would use, it doesn't actually have any fucking special properties to it. And then even Dave mentions it, is like Jade makes him make it or whatever, and then he's like, oh, I had this a long time ago, this isn't like worth anything, it's really shitty actually. That's because it is. There's nothing fucking special about it. There's no material in it that is a glitch in paradox space. What they're trying to understand is the fact that this sword, no matter what, will kill Lord English because it's pre-written to. In a meta sense, the sword that kills the dragon in the little fairy tale is like a legendary artifact because it's the thing that kills the dragon in a meta sense. And because Homestuck is all about its meta, it'll include that in the story. If something is meta, it'll recognize that. And that's what the Homestuck characters did. They recognized something, you know. And, you know, Lord, am I forgetting anything? Lord English, I forgot why, but I drew a picture of Chase. I don't remember why. If you don't know who Chase is, don't worry about it. Yeah, that, I think that's pretty much it. That's my whole thing. Here's my problem, though, is what happened was, you know, they never really killed Lord English with the sword, which makes no sense, you know? I think, like, in the epilogue, like, it, like, cut his chest, and then Dave Petta, like, threw him into something, I don't know, but it was stupid, and it completely, you know, it does blow this fucking thing out of the water, and that's fine, but it's still like, dude, the fuck? All the evidence lined up to this, you know? It's like, yada, yada, yada. You know, also, now that I think about it, this can still coincide with Calliope, the god-tiered one. She's a muse of space, you know, and space is creation, yeah, whatever. And wasn't, I mean, the dumb version of her created dumb, I don't know. Homestuck has a lot of shit that has to do with like, the difference between canon and non-canon. At least with the epilogue it started to. And that's, like, a point because fanfiction and headcanons and stuff is meta, you know? It's meta, and Homestuck is all about meta, right? So, it's part of the story, in a way, you know? If you want John Egbert to have a huge cock, then whatever. It's Homestuck. It's all about meta. You can make it canon in your own head. If you want John to transition and be June Egbert, there you go. Whatever. We don't know what happens afterwards. We have no clue. Really. I mean, the epilogues, they can still be considered not canon. I consider them not canon because they're stupid, in my opinion. I mean, they're stupid. My dad agrees. And I trust my dad because he has Emmy Awards. But, you know, that's another story. Yeah, that's right. I just fucking flexed. But not really, because it's my dad. I mean, I'm just a sad child in a room talking about Homestuck. That's my thing. That's all I wanted to say. That's my whole spiel. This is almost 12 minutes. You can see the little timer down there. Alright. It's 12 minutes now. Okay, that's it. That's really all I wanted to talk about. Yeah. Oh, also, my god tier apparently is a knight of space. That's why I drew this thing. Yeah. Alright. Well, I hope you had a good time watching. Here, hold on a second. Here, let me do something fun here. Before we leave. Alright, you ready for this? You ready? You ready for this? Get ready. Fucking bitch. Boom! Now that's what I call good eatings. Alright, bye! Have a fun day! Hee 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 hee!